Welcome to our 16th lesson in Science Basic 6. I want you to look at the diagrams or the pictures carefully and identify or name the type of crops. Just look at it. Alright, I hope you can. Now, let's move on to our today's lesson. Here's a quick reminder of a change in the lesson today. In our previous lesson, I pointed out that I should revise on air, composition of air, use of air. Yes, but there's a change. This topic is equally important and needs to be covered before we look at the air. So take notes. We are doing this in order to complete the science syllabus before the end of this term. So take notes carefully. Now, by the end of the lesson, you should be able to explain the term life cycle of maize or okra, and then be able to describe germination and young plant or seedling as stages of maize or okra. So, life cycle of maize or okra. What is the meaning of life cycle? Now, as the name suggests, cycle means a continuous process which has a beginning and an end. But this process, after ending, will start all over again. Life cycle is a continuous process consisting of various stages or changes an organism goes through in form, starting from a primary stage. It's a continuous process consisting of various stages or changes an organism goes through in form or structure, starting from a primary stage. We're looking at the stages of life cycle of maize or okra. Stages of life cycle of maize or okra. Okra or maize, like any other organism, goes through several stages of life. From the time of germination of seed through to maturity, and then bearing of fruit and seeds. And the process is repeated when the seeds germinate. So that is the life cycle we want to look at for maize or okra. But today we'd like to touch on two of such stages. The first one being germination. This is a popular term that you are conversant with. What then is germination? Or what comes to your mind when the word germination is mentioned? So why don't we look at the definition together and confirm what you're thinking about? It is the process whereby a viable seed or embryo develops into young plant or seedling. Now in the definition we have the word viable seed. What is a viable seed? A viable seed is any seed that is able to germinate given suitable conditions. Or the embryo, which refers to the structure in the seed that is also known as developed ovule during fertilization or formation of flower. So we are going to look at pictures of germinated seed and okra seed. I hope you have seen such pictures before. Good. So below we have the germinated maize seed germinated okra seed. Hope you are familiar with these pictures. Alright, let's look at the second term. What's the second term? The second term is young plant or seedling. Seedling is a young plant developing out of the embryo of a seed. So it follows germination. Again, let's see the pictures of the young plant of maize and the young plant of okra. In our next lesson, we shall look at other stages of life cycle of okra or maize. Can you guess them? Yes, we shall look at flowering, the stage where the maize or the okra plants bear flowers. We shall also look at pollination, and then fertilization. These are the three stages we shall look at in our next lesson come Thursday. Discuss with your daddy, mommy, or sibling the main point covered in a lesson today. You are kindly reminded to do this exercise. Question 1, name the type of crop illustrated below. This same question was asked during the starter stage of this lesson. You should be able to name it. Number 2, explain the following stages of life cycle. The word is germination, B, seedling. All right, we'll meet again. Stay safe.